Welcome back to another episode of Reality with a Twist.
Yes.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Ben. We forgot to
Jeremy.
discuss the order.
I'm Gabriel.
I'm Gunner.
And this is Reality with a Twist, apparently. I think that's our last episode of the season.
Yeah, what a wonderful way to start the most important episode of the season.
Yes. But yeah, like I
Fellas,
mentioned,
to celebrate,
Yeah.
I think we need a little bit of a toast. I got
that is true.
the Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I got a little bit of Coke left.
I got a weird colored liquid, but there's Sprite in there.
Okay.
I
I
say
got
let's
Grimace
cheers.
shake.
A Grimace shake.
Toast.
The toast, everybody.
The last episode.
Finish that off.
Yes.
How's everybody's drink?
It was good. I've
This
been
is
on
my
a
first time. Oh
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm
no,
curious to
no,
hear.
please. I insist.
I was just saying I've been on a Sprite kick lately. Sprite's really been doing it for me. I don't know why. I've just been buying Sprite a lot.
No.
Have you guys tried
How is that
Starry?
Grimace shake?
I have tried
No.
Starry. Starry's okay. It's
Well,
not as
some
good
of
as
us have.
it's not as good as Sierra Mist, but it's okay. It's whatever.
Did you guys know that the way to make Baja Blast is to just mix Mountain Dew and blue Gatorade together?
I have heard that. Gunner,
Well, we can. Yeah. How is that good? You're
Gunner.
really enjoying it. You're taking a lot of sips of it.
how is that Grimace shake?
What's the flavor?
Berry. It's Grimace flavor.
Yes.
Grimace flavored, yeah. Alrighty, well, enough talking about drinks. Let's get
Yes.
more into what this episode is about, because, as I mentioned, this is the season 2 finale of Reality with a Twist.
Yes.
Woo.
Woo.
Our 17th episode of the season.
Yes.
Cumulatively, I believe it's our 32nd
Yeah.
episode?
Well.
Not including the mini twist. Not
yes.
including the mini twist.
Yes.
Including the mini twist is 35. But
Yes.
yes, it is very cool, guys, I gotta say. You
Oh.
know-
Sorry.
Oh.
The odds. I have them
The
here.
odds.
Let me just take you on a tour of these cookies. Today is what, June 29th. This week's cookies are, here are some of them.
What were the odds?
Peanut butter blossom. I have to eat both of these by the time the episode ends. Wedding cake and peanut butter blossom. Which one should I start with, fellas?
I would start with the peanut butter one because that
Okay.
seems like the heaviest one.
That's gonna take forever, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down in those
favorite.
things. Oh my
Oh.
God.
Well, the whole reason I
Odds.
asked that odds is because last episode Gabe said, I just couldn't do 2 crumble cookies. Not at once.
I said I couldn't do one. all
Well,
in
you're
one
gonna
thing.
die.
Oh my
by the end
god.
of the week. But anyway, now getting back to the top. So obviously, today's episode is going to have a topic, and as tradition, as we're going to make this a tradition with our next season finales, is that at the end of every season we will do a tier list.
Make
And ba-
out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't told about this.
Mwah, mwah, mwah,
No. But no, in all seriousness, at the end of every season, going forward, we'll be doing a tier list looking back at every single episode we have done on the podcast and seeing where they rank in our own opinions. And pretty much each of us will give an opinion on where we think it stands, and then we'll tally up the average, and then that's where it'll be on our official tier list. Gabe put up a picture of what the tier list looks like right now at its base level. Boom. Done. Alrighty. Well, I think we just might as well go ahead and start getting into it, and let's start ranking things. So on this tier list, we have obviously all of our main episodes, but we also have the 3 mini twist episodes
Yes.
as well, because we can't leave those out.
Of course.
Alrighty.
Are we ready?
I mean, I think
Yeah.
we're all
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Episode 1. I started off
Episode
this
1.
season with Gary Gets Harry. And in this episode, we explored some of the history of Gary, Indiana, and why it has the reputation it has now, which in my opinion is somewhat stemmed in racism. And people are still racist, obviously, towards the area now. It's not even that dangerous anymore. It's not safe, but it's more so empty than dangerous. And I hear that almost everybody there is pretty nice. Which, I mean, what do you guys think of this one?
I remember our tribute to Gary being
Yes.
a shout out to our first local artist,
Yes.
Northwest.
Yes, of course, yes.
I also remember winning a all expenses paid vacation to a Rust Belt city
Yes.
in Indiana.
Have
You
you
have
done
not
that
redeemed
yet?
it. You have not redeemed it yet.
I kind of forgot about it until we pulled up the episode list.
That's how forgettable it was. That's how forgettable that prize was.
I randomly
Oh my
think
gosh.
about that prize at least like once a week. I'm just like, when is he gonna do that? Like, are we still doing that? We're supposed to go to Anderson. We're supposed to go to like a water
Saving
park.
it for the big day.
I don't know.
The
I
Gunner
like
bachelor trip is an
Oh.
all expenses paid trip to Anderson, Indiana.
You're waiting until
Shout
you get all
out
the
Gabe
booze.
for paying for all that.
You just wait till the day you turn 21, and then we just hit every single bar. It's like, yes, Gabe, thank you.
I go to the bar in bars in Anderson. I just start going to the restaurants. 55 hamburgers, 55
hot
fries.
dogs.
55 hamburgers, 55 shakes, 55 chicken nuggets, 50.
Oh my gosh.
That was great.
So I liked this episode. Something specific I remember about this episode was that it was one of two episodes we recorded the same day, because we wanted to start a backlog, which we found out very, very quickly that we do not mesh well with recording multiple episodes in one sitting,
Yes.
which we will get to.
Yes, we'll get to in a minute.
But, I
yeah.
liked it. I think it could have been a lot better. I wish I explored a little bit more. I have a problem, I think, of on my episodes talking to you guys instead of talking with you guys. So I wish I would have had you guys more in the conversation. But other than that, it was just a classic Reality with a Twist episode. Teach you something. So I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely it was a very memorable episode. I mean, it was a great way to kick off this memorable season for sure. And obviously, compared to our first episode in the first season, million times better, miles better. So if I had to say like where I would put this one on the tier list, I think I'd go ahead and say at least B.
Yeah, I was thinking C, but B I can. Yeah,
I'm thinking B because of the next episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Jeremy
So-
just went into the void.
Freddy Fazbear coming, Jeremy, you real power.
For our listeners on Spotify, Jeremy just got enveloped in darkness and then the brightness of the sun all at once.
The
Don't
darkness
drink that
aided
Grimace shake
Jeremy.
again.
No more Grimace shake.
You're causing demons to possess all of us at this point.
Oh my god.
No.
All right, let's continue. I'm sorry.
Yes, let's continue. But anyway, so I said B, Gabe said C, Gunnar said B.
And I say C. No, I say
Oh.
B. I say B.
Yeah, I was-
Sorry,
why
I'm
would you
confusing my
flip
episodes.
by?
I'm confusing my episodes, man.
Well, he's getting ahead of himself. He's already on
I'm
episode
sorry,
2.
man. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say, just based on the fact that C is supposed to be like average, I'm gonna say C.
Okay. Jeremy?
I wasn't there, so F.
Bro, you made it in D!
I'm kidding.
Jeremy says,
I do
I
remember-
am the podcast.
I am the heart and soul of this show.
I built this!
Technically, you kind of helped.
I really
build it.
didn't.
You were a part of
You
the
were the
original
pilot episode.
Yeah, you were part of the
like,
original
no.
series.
The three original boys, I mean, you Gabe and I.
Oh, I remember now. I'd say when I remember listening to it, I don't really remember anything too memorable about it, so I probably would say C. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
fair.
then, with that being said, with the majority on C, the official result that came with this episode is that Season 2, Episode 1 is our first C of the show.
Not bad.
Okay. So,
All right.
I'll since Lost Cities was my episode, I think I'll give the rundown of it. Basically, I just went through a list of like a bunch of lost civilizations, and we talked about them. But it wasn't really we talked about them; it was I talked about them, and then it wasn't really talking about them. It was just all being really tired after recording for like 2 hours.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can
and
literally
it was
see the
just-
tone.
it was full. We were just exhausted,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I lost track, and it was just I was just, my head was in another place.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fair,
like,
fair.
yeah.
You can literally
So-
hear in the tone of the voice, like at episode 1's like, we're all like, oh yeah, welcome back to Reality Twist, and then by episode 2, welcome back to Reality Twist.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it was dramatic change. It was definitely one of our more down episodes, which is why I don't hesitate to give my episode a D.
Oh wow.
I-
Well, go ahead, Dylan.
I was just gonna say, like, I think the topic for the episode was very interesting. I think Lost Cities was a good pick,
Yes.
but a good topic is only as good as the people talking about it. And like, to your point, we were all very exhausted. We were all very tired. I think I would probably have to agree with you, Gunnar, in saying that episode, in my opinion, was a D.
Yeah.
I am going to give it a C because every time I listen to that episode again, which I do, again, I guess I'm narcissistic or something, because I listen to a lot of times when I'm at work, I listen to our podcast, but it's funny. Like, I laugh at that episode every single time, and I'm always just like, why did we think this was so bad? So I think yes, the problems were there, but I think it's totally worth at least a C. So I'm going to say a C.
I understand it, but like, we got like 13 more episodes, like 50 more episodes after that one too, that I also have to keep into a factor as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, I get it.
Oh no, I think I personally disagree, because when I listened to that episode, and I think this just might be just like from the audience perspective, I actually really enjoyed that episode. I felt like the content was great. I couldn't tell you guys were exhausted. I could
Okay.
not tell.
Okay.
I'm pretty
I
sure the
appreciate
audience couldn't tell at all either. And it was funny. I remember like learning a lot about it. So I'd give that a B.
it. Oh,
Wow.
Easy.
well, thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, I think so with that episode, like we were all just saying with the exhaustion, I honestly, I kind of like Gunnar said, I wasn't really all there, so I don't remember very much at all from that episode.
Fair.
So just based on that, I'm just gonna go ahead and say C, because I don't want to judge it too harshly or anything like that, because especially taking into consideration what Jeremy said, I'm gonna go with C.
All right. Well, with that being said, there's 2 Ds, 2 Cs, and 1 B.
I
That
think that
means,
bumps it up to an A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeremy,
actually, it's
yes,
S
Jeremy!
but no, seriously, I think
laugh.
that means that season 2, episode 2 also ends up within a C tier as well, right behind season 2, episode 1.
If
Meaning
I'm,
that, yeah.
I was just gonna say, if I may add, there's something else very special about this episode, and it's that it's the last one without Jeremy, I think.
Well, we were about to get into that.
Oh, my bad. I'm jumping.
You
too
just have to
far
be
ahead.
patient for 2 seconds.
Go ahead, Dylan. I'm sorry.
Anyway, now moving on. Once I save this real quick, that I just named it episode 1 as well. God damn it. All right. So to give context on the editing side, I'm taking screenshots of the tier list as I update it in real time, and I have to name it. It's whatever. Anyway, moving on to episode 3. It was an episode I hosted, and it was a little episode about tombstones.
Yes.
And the reason why I chose it to be about tombstones is because, well, our friend Jeremy came back from the dead
Yeah.
and became our 5th host for the podcast.
Yes.
All I remember this night was honestly the night as a whole when we were doing that, when Jeremy returned, was so much fun. It was
Oh.
Boys Giving,
Oh,
Yes.
and like we
It
were
was really
going out at night. We were like eating Thanksgiving dinner, Boys Giving dinner, going to Meijer buying energy drinks. Just having a great time, and then like we were wrapping up the night recording the podcast. Or no, I think
Yep.
no, we didn't wrap up the night recording the podcast, but like we had the podcast recording within there. And honestly,
Yes.
like we are all so excited to finally record this episode with Jeremy, as this is what we had envisioned when we had first started the podcast, is that we'd eventually have 5 full hosts.
Yes.
Looking back at the content of the episode, away from the rose-tinted glasses so much, it was I think in my opinion of how I dealt with it, it's typically the quiz format that I typically do,
Mhm.
which I go for a topic, I go grab a list of questions and whatnot, and I give them to you guys, and you guys have to give me an answer, and the prize for that was $50 towards a casket of your choosing upon being killed during the same episode.
Yes.
I believe Gunnar was the winner of that episode, and we never
winner.
actually killed him. So
Yeah, we're long overdue for that one.
you got two
Still here,
unredeemed prizes. You got two unredeemed prizes, buddy.
It
But
happened
no.
in Anderson.
I think for me, in my opinion, looking back at some of the other quiz episodes I hosted later on down the line, I think this one was kind of not my strongest in my opinion, but purely for the sake that Jeremy was there, I think I'm going to go ahead and say A.
Okay. The thing I remember most about this episode is that there were some audio problems because we were recording on cheap mics in the same room. So the average listener will have a little bit of trouble understanding us sometimes, which is my bad probably. But it was very fun. I remember it being a very, very fun episode to record. I remember it feeling very natural because it was an in-person episode, as you specified earlier. I'd say, for me, oh my gosh, that cookie's getting to me. I think A for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say B.
Yeah,
B.
fair.
All right. Any reasoning behind that?
No.
Okay. Okay.
You just want to bring down the average a little bit.
Gabe said A. I wanted to say A, but I didn't want to agree with Gabe, so I went with the next best thing.
Fair enough.
B.
Fair enough.
Somebody who just votes F for everybody's episode except for their own.
Anyway, Ben, Jeremy.
I really enjoyed this episode. Like you all said, it was fun. I feel like I actually learned quite a bit. There were some shocking details that came out of that episode. And of course it was the return of Jeremy. So, but with in consideration that we were all like kind of kneeling on the floor with our microphones, and then the audio quality didn't turn out the best.
Mhm.
I'm gonna also just say B.
Fair.
It really was a good episode, and I remember having a lot of fun talking about it.
Yes.
But yeah, it wasn't our best sounding episode.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'd probably just be taking this from like the audience perspective. Even though we did learn a lot, the audio quality, I don't know how unbearable it was. I do remember listening to it. I don't remember how it sounded.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was like a little bit of an echo, but if I remember correctly, I don't really notice the echo depending on where you're listening from, whether it's like your earbuds or car speaker. I'd say B or C.
Fair.
All right. Well, with that being said, there was 2 A's, 2 B's, and 1 BC. But I think with that adding up, I think that episode lands within the B tier. Having it be our first episode, obviously, in the B tier.
Woohoo!
Let me take a screenshot of this. 2, 3. Okay, cool. Moving on from that. Oh, Jesus, what did I just do? Guys,
What
it's
did you
over.
just do?
Never
Season
mind.
finale
All right, cool.
ruined.
It's over.
So then following the Tombstone episode, we had episode 4, The Boys Get Creative.
Oh,
this
wonderful
This
episode.
This
Wonderful.
episode.
This
Good
one was
stuff.
so fun.
Yes.
So this one, I put your guys' writing abilities to the test. I asked the big question, does creative freedom have any impact on the quality of a story? And we did a little science experiment with it.
Mm.
And so with that, we heard about, I think there were 3 chimpanzee stories. There was there was Bobo, Delmar, Produce, and then there was a Mr. Crocodile in there somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Who
that was
had the most creative freedom there?
You did.
I think you
Jeremy.
had the most
Okay.
free. And then I
That's
think
right.
Gunnar
Dylan.
had the least.
I think
Was
Dylan
it
had the
Dylan?
least.
I think I can't remember honestly who had the least, but I
I-
think I got a good bit of like details that I had to
Yes.
follow. That's for sure.
I think it was
Fair
Dylan.
enough.
I think it was Dylan too.
So yeah, there was that, and then Gabe, you ate some sardines at the end of that
Yes.
episode because of an odds, and
Yes.
I listened to a little bit of that episode, and I realized that if you go back and listen, the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds are just the sounds of you intensely eating sardines. It's so loud.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm always eating something. I'm always eating something on this podcast.
This dude always eats so money.
For that reason, one, it was a beautiful episode, and but for that reason alone, this deserves an S tier S tier podcast.
I'm gonna
episode.
agree. S tier for me.
I'm gonna say
as well.
S tier for that one.
Easy.
Yeah.
So then I think that's unanimous. Then unanimous over the.
Yeah, Ben's opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Ben, shut up.
If you have anything to say, it's your episode. You should be in favor of it, honestly. But
It's a double S episode.
that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist on this tier list.
I want to say before we move on, Dylan had the most underrated story in that entire podcast. His was,
I was
so
dying.
moving.
I think I was actually crying at one point.
Yes, it was so moving, but I think it got the lowest score. Is that what it was? Did it get the lowest?
I think so.
I'm blaming the judges on that one. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that was criminal.
Yeah, that was really good.
My brother in Christ, we're the ones behind it, Gabe.
I know. I remember when I gave it.
I remember what I gave it.
I don't remember what I gave it.
Well, it wasn't enough to get me in first place.
Okay.
Man, you feel like drinking half of that shake by now.
Oh,
Guys, it's good, but I think I'm having a reaction to it.
Seriously?
Oh,
like an
no.
allergic reaction? Does it have strawberries in it?
I'm wondering. Yeah, but it is what it is.
saw
At this point.
When I heard
saw
you
the
got the Grimace
ingredients, didn't
shake
you?
when we started today, I was worrying like, wait a second, like this wouldn't it have strawberries in it? But I mean, are you gonna
No,
be
it's
all
just
right?
blueberries and raspberries, I think.
I don't know, but I don't feel good. It's okay.
Okay, man. All right. Well, let's just keep toughing it out here. Let's see. Well, moving on from there, Jeremy, you have the next episode on that list.
Yes.
Big
Sneak peek in
debut
high
as a
school.
host.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was pretty fun.
Yes, it
I
was.
remember because we were just listening to like our old high school radio stuff, and then Ben was judging it. And honestly, I think it turned out really good. We got to see a little bit of the behind the scenes of what started this podcast.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of us tooting our own horns and being like, Ben, see, Ben, see, isn't it good?
Do you like it, Ben? Do you like what I did, Ben?
What do you give it? What do you rate
What do you
it, Ben? But it was very fun. I loved hearing some of our old stuff. I'm gonna say solid A on that one.
I'll say
Absolutely.
yeah.
I'll also say A.
I'll also say A. It was good to see because I really had no idea of what the origins of Reality with a Twist were,
Yeah.
or just your other radio shenanigans. I definitely enjoyed some of that stuff.
Yeah.
My only gripe is that the explosion jump scares
Oh
might
my
be too much.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sorry.
Our poor listeners. I've subjected them to so much. Oh my god.
Hey, you guys are sticking in it though, right?
Yeah.
Water break.
Oh my god. All right.
Alrighty.
So solid A on that one.
Yeah, solid A. Let me go ahead. I mean, Jeremy, you agree with solid A with that one?
Yep.
All right.
That's right, brother.
Before we move on, can we get an update on where all the episodes stand real quick, or do we want to wait till the end?
yeah, I can go ahead. This actually helps me as I go ahead and save this. Oh, that's not how I save it. So right now, currently, the highest ranking episode is episode 4, which is sitting right now in S tier.
Yes.
Next up to that was now the episode 5,
Yes.
which is an A tier. Then it's episode 3 in B tier, and then episode 1 and 2 tied with each other in C tier.
Not bad.
Okay,
All
just
right.
just real quick, Gunnar, are you okay?
I'm gonna go take my temperature real quick.
Yeah, go do that.
Can we put a brief pause on this?
Yeah. Go
Hey.
repause.
We'll be back,
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
It looks I hate frosted cookies, honestly. Like that, I would actually get sick eating that one.
It's called wedding cake, guys. It's called wedding cake. Because
Gunner.
are you okay, Gunnar Johnson?
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
you got.
We're already back. We're already back.
Okay. All right then. Well, we're just gonna.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and just hop next to
Yeah.
the next episode here.
Yeah. I overheated. My temperature's like 99. So
Okay.
Yeah,
see
I
where
like
that
the
goes.
beard. I like the beard.
Seriously, be careful.
okay.
Alrighty. Next up,
Are you
episode
okay?
6.
Yes. Before I get into that, I do want to update the viewers. I finished my first cookie, and now I'm on to wedding cake, which in
Which looks
hindsight, I
disgusting.
definitely should have started with this one first. I don't know why I let you guys convince me to do the one with no icing first, but here we are. Anyway, so episode 6. This one is Sweet Defeat. This is our second ever debate episode on Reality with a Twist. I love the debate episodes. Episode
I do
4 of
too.
season 1 is always will be one of my favorites. We debated the best baked goods on Earth. And I said, well, that is if Earth only had muffins, pie, cookies, donuts, and brownies. If you guys recall, Ben's unfortunate brain fart where he forgot, I think, what was it, yeast donuts? He forgot what
Yeah.
yeast donuts were.
Dude, that blew up my argument.
Yes.
Yeah, but like that's how debates work. It's like even one little slip up can
Yes.
crumble down the whole infrastructure
Yes.
of your argument.
And that first round was big. It was donuts versus pie. But Ben, early knockout, followed by brownies, then pie, and finally muffins, meaning, according to Reality with a Twist, cookies are the best baked good of 2023.
Which
I liked
was
this
mine.
episode. Yes, that was
These were
yours.
my treat.
I really liked this episode. I love the debate episodes. It probably could have been better. I think our way of
Jeremy?
Jeremy
Jeremy?
got enveloped in darkness again.
Make sure it's 6 a.m.
Oh, he's now on the sun again. But I think I could have done it better. I could have done the standings better because the way we did it, Gunnar and Ben had to do an extra round. But I think it was a pretty good episode. What do you fellas think?
Speaking of, where did he go?
Where did Gunnar go?
Okay. Anyway, I guess going back to the episode ranking though, I think if obviously I really enjoyed doing that episode, defending cookies and like putting used to my one semester of public speaking to the test in college. You look like you're hating that cookie right
It's
now.
cream cheese frosting, guys. It sucks.
Yo, that's the best.
It tastes like berry. The icing's berry. It's the richest, thickest freaking cookie I've ever tasted in my entire life. I wish cookies didn't win.
Gabe, you're making me hungry, man.
Gunnar!
Gunnar, are you okay?
Ben, are you sure you're doing okay? Do we need to like stop or?
I'm cooling down.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Gunnar's a little bit
still-
purple.
Anyway, like I was saying,
Yes.
going back to cookies or whatever like that, I can't look at you with that face. We keep going like. Anyway, I enjoyed doing that episode. I enjoyed doing that debate. I had a lot of fun, and there's just a lot of good moments and whatnot. I think, though, I am going to say A for the sake of like there are other episodes that I prefer much more before I could put that in like a proper S tier.
Fair.
What about the rest of you fellas?
Triple S for me.
That's not how that works.
No, I say A is fair. A is very fair. Very
Okay.
generous.
I kind of want to say I'm between A and S right now. I think I'm gonna go with S. I think it's just a very underrated episode.
I thank you.
It really brought the debate spirit back. We all got really fired up and
Yes.
defended our points to the bitter end. Mine came sooner than others, but it was still enjoyable regardless. And
Yes.
I need to listen to that again. It actually popped into my mind today
Oh,
for some reason, and then I need
Yeah.
to listen to that again. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
thank you.
Jeremy, Gunnar.
I'm gonna say B.
Wow.
Whoa.
B. So define the
I-
reasoning
and-
here.
Okay, sorry. The reason being is because I know like the pencil versus pen was like a really big was one of your guys' favorites, but like from an audience perspective, personally, I didn't really like that one. It was, I hate to say it, it was all right.
All right. Fair enough, I guess.
Yes,
so
yes.
that's
But I don't know. I'm just not big into like the debate ones. I don't know. I just
Completely
don't really
fair.
get much out of it, and it's just. I mean, yeah, we get to see our funny sides, but I just never get much out of
That's
it.
fair.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Alrighty then. Well, that's a B. Gunner, what do
Mr.
you rate
Johnson?
the episode?
Grimace.
Gunner, no, your name is Gunner.
That's really great, Gunner. But like, what do you rate the episode?
G for Grimace.
It's not G on the tier list, Gunner. I think you need to choose a different option there.
B for Grimace
B.
is the best.
B. Okay.
Let's go with B. So we got 2 Bs.
A. Grimace is awesome. S. Grimace is supreme.
Oh, so I'm gonna stick with B for Gunner. B from Jeremy. 2 A's from me and Gabe, and then an S from Ben. I think that puts it promptly within, I'd say, A tier. Would
Yeah,
you
he
guys
sounds
agree?
good to me.
Alrighty, so then that
Yeah,
means
I-
episode 6. That's episode 16. Ooh. What were you saying, Ben?
I was just gonna say we lost Gunner again.
Yeah, I hope he's
know.
okay.
I do hope he's okay. Like, he's been acting really strange.
Yeah,
I genuinely think he shouldn't have gone that shake.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
Reaction
some
is very-
some things about it, so I was kind of surprised to
what?
see it in his hand anyway. Just some medical things happening when people eat.
Yeah,
them,
haven't
so.
you seen
Oh.
like the ingredients? It's like fentanyl, sulfuric acid,
Yeah.
bleach.
Yeah.
It's a McDonald's shake, guys. Come on.
They put it in everything.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. They put fluoride in the water, so.
turn the freaking frogs gay.
They're throwing the freaking frogs, guys. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I guess while Gunnar did leave his opinion, so I guess when he comes back, we can give them one on his next episode. So I guess let's go ahead and move on here. Season 2, episode 7. That
S2.
was actually an episode hosted by Gunnar.
Yeah, so I hope he gets back soon.
Easily S tier.
Oh yeah, easy S tier for me too.
Yeah,
That
I
was
know.
so
I could.
fun. That was
He
so
doesn't
fun
even
to
to like
record.
say anything about it. Like that was just
Hey, buddy, you good?
Hey,
You okay?
You good? You want to tell us a little bit about the episode, Script Scoundrels? Gunnar?
Hey,
Gun-
Gunner, are you okay?
Gunnar,
man?
hey, dude.
hey,
you
put
know, we
put the
don't-
shake away. Put the.
Yeah, I think
No.
it's time to put the shake away, Gunnar. I think it's time to stop drinking the shake.
Grimace.
I say
Yeah,
I think S tier.
Yeah,
all
let's
the
just
way.
I'll say S tier.
Personally-
Gunnar doesn't even need to
Yeah,
say anything
that
about
was
the
an S
episode.
tier.
Like it's an S tier episode all the way.
One of the
Like, we had
funniest.
Gunnar set
just
up
read
so
scripts.
perfectly with how all the scripts are going, and like I think there was a great diversity in how we did everything.
One thing I'm noticing in these episodes, though, is that we are not sticking to the reality with the twist way, and we have not been very educational so far this season. But these
Yes.
are still some of my favorite.
These are still
episodes.
these are still some of the pretty episodes for this season. Is this season?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, that
So,
was mean.
but still, with that being said, there is a unanimous decision that season 2, episode 7 does end up in the S tier.
Yes.
All right. Let me.
Good job,
see.
Gunnar.
Yes, good job, Gunnar. Get
Yeah.
yourself an S tier episode
Yeah.
in the and is he even there?
It's got little
Okay.
crunchies on it.
Yeah, it's
What do they
Alright.
taste like?
Crunchy.
Alrighty, well let's go ahead and move on here. With season 2, episode 8.
Yes.
This one was a remaster of a podcast episode we had done previously in the last season, where we talked about everyone's favorite thing, nothing.
Nothing.
Grimace.
Yes. Wonderful.
Mhm.
We did not talk about Grimace, Gunner.
We didn't talk about
have not
Grimace.
had an
Actually,
episode
wasn't a
by him.
thought in our minds at that point.
No. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this episode. I remember my audio quality sounded terrible after I was bragging about how good it was.
Oh,
gonna
yeah, I
sound, and
remember
it turned
that.
out so
You're like, I'm in a
bad.
studio.
It sounded so
yes.
bad. Easy D tier just because of that.
All right.
The thing about the Nothings episodes is I always struggled to remember anything. Was this mac and cheese fact? Did we do mac and cheese fact? This one.
Something like
Yes.
So,
That's the only thing I remember from that episode.
C or D.
yeah, I'm going to. Well, since it was my episode technically, because I've always that's been a trend. I've always been the one to do the nothing episodes.
Yeah.
It's whatever, but I think I'm going to say D for that one as well, just because, like, in comparison to the one we did previously, there really wasn't much to it. All right, I guess Gunnar, do you have any thoughts on it?
To our Spotify listeners, Gunnar is currently smiling with his lips tucked under his teeth, and he has some purple all over his face, and he is
I hope it doesn't give him hives.
staring at us dead-eyed.
Honestly, I don't know if I would call that a smile. I think I'd
I
think it's like,
something
you know,
else.
You call
with
that
skin.
a grimace.
Oh yes, that's
I
bit of a
see what you
grimace.
did there.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Grimace.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Grimace.
birthday.
Anyway, seriously,
I-
Gunnar,
Grimace.
You're not grimace.
you're not Grimace, Gunnar. You're Gunnar.
Shout out to Grimace.
Yeah, shout out to
Okay.
happy birthday to
Okay,
him. but-
just to clarify, you think you're grimace, so you on that shout out you were completely just shouting out yourself in your own mind. It was the equivalent of me saying shout out Gabriel, man, shout out, man, happy birthday. Is that what just happened, Gunnar?
Dylan, can I stop this?
Stop what, man? You're like, what
This is an odds.
I knew
are you
it.
talking? What are you? No!
My face is getting so irritated right now, and it's dripping. It's dripping, Dylan. I have a towel on my lap.
Oh my
Clean up.
Oh
So
my
let me give
God.
context.
Yeah.
The other day when we were all texting, I just thought about the Grimace shake, and I like texted Gunnar. I'm like, Gunnar, what are the odds that you have to drink the Grimace shake throughout the episode, and then as the episode progressed, you have to act more and more and more possessed? And how it was supposed to is that he was supposed to get like really like knocked out possessed, but I thought it was gonna be like you're gonna start getting aggro or whatever, and I have to start doing like I'd have to start doing an exorcism on him to like make him go pass out, and then he'd be like until the segment over. This whole tier list segment ended. But
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, this stuff is
It's
sticky.
in your
My
hair.
face is sticky. I'm gonna have to shower. I almost want to ask you guys if it's okay if I take like a quick
I was gonna
5-minute
say,
shower,
Yeah, go
I was
for
gonna
it.
say,
rinse off real
let's
quick,
take a break.
and then we resume the episode.
Yes.
yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Okay, I'm
We'll
so
zoom back
sorry.
in.
Are those chocolate chip Pop Tarts? Those are the best.
Dude, Those
the
are fire.
best.
Yeah, look
Easy
at
S tier.
Dylan's face right now. Dylan hates these, and he hates the fact that I love them.
Oh my
They're just
gosh.
cookies.
No, they're not.
Dude, they are delectable.
They are little toaster pastries. One thing about freaking Pop Tarts, have you noticed they're putting less filling in those bitches every single day?
Bro, for real. Inflation really be...
Shrinkflation. It's shrinkflation. They're charging the same price for less product.
Dude, I literally went to Subway and like the sandwich looked smaller than it did like a year ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 11
It's
inch.
a really smaller sandwich.
Yeah.
That ain't a foot long. I measured
Oh yeah. Yeah.
with my penis.
Okay.
He was standing in the store. Let me check this real quick.
Last
I'm
year,
over here like I'm cutting the sandwich up into 2-inch segments. I'm like, all right, yep, uh-huh. Hey, there's only 4 of these.
Gunnar just comes back in like a shower towel, like he just took an entire shower.
No, that'd actually be really funny.
Yeah.
Like
Comes
steam
back and, like-
comes from like the side of the camera or whatever.
He comes in like Squidward's white bathrobe with the towel.
like spurts of water coming from the side, like a rubber ducky flies, and you hear
And like in the background we hear like a little bit of like la da dee
La-da-doo, la-da-dum. see him like a thing of him scratching scrubbing up
Silhouette.
dubbing silhouette of him scrubbing up dubbing his back and like doing the towel thing where he does like that with the towel.
He's like going in between his leg and crotch.
He walks by while he's getting dressed, and there's bubbles covering certain areas.
He has a shower cap on. Jeremy, I just realized, are you just wearing what you wear when you were on your mission to go, like, are you wearing like your not your Sunday best necessarily, but are you wearing like essentially like
Yeah, so this is just the regular shirt that I'd wear, and then I'd have
Hey, Gunner.
Hey, guys.
hey.
And we're back, everyone. So Gunnar has cleaned himself of the Grimace shake.
Looking good.
Cheered.
He's looking snazzy.
he
If,
got exercised.
yeah, you guys who are just listening on Spotify and aren't watching on YouTube, and well, want a reason to hop on our YouTube.
Yeah. Yes.
Not really. I would prefer to make this podcast as, I would not like to sexualize us. Anyways,
Fair enough. I agree.
so,
Yes.
but nevertheless, I am in just a blazer and a tie right now. No
Oh
undershirt.
yes. Yes.
But
And no
nothing is
underwear.
showing. And no underwear. I
Yes.
might stand up.
Who
Yep.
knows?
Yep. If we get to a 1,000 subs, he'll stand
Or
up.
has 1,000 subs on the Reality of the Twist YouTube channel.
Wait, hang on. This kind of like begs the question: is there reality with the twist Rule 34 yet?
Oh
Okay.
no!
Moving on.
You just
Jeremy.
willed it into existence.
So
Jeremy, no.
I really don't want to. Anyway, so we
You can
all
cut that part out.
so far 3 of us have ranked the episode 8 as D. Gunnar, we got to you before you were like had to clean off yourself.
Oh,
up, so.
I was so bothered by the tingling sensation I had on my face. I wasn't even paying attention.
Fair
enough.
Yes.
right.
What episode are we doing?
Episode 8, the ultimate challenge, the even
The
more
more,
ultimate challenge.
yeah, the even more ultimate challenge.
Oh, I remember this episode being a little hard for me because there wasn't a subject to talk about.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll have to give it a C. No, probably a D. I'm sorry.
Okay. And then Ben, Jeremy, did you guys?
Yeah, D.
Yeah. Pretty ubiquitous, I think.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
that's a D. I've already gotten that one logged down.
And just to say, no fault to you, Dylan. It was all of us. We all did this. We knew it was happening. It was just we
Right?
didn't,
Yeah.
I don't think.
this was anybody's episode.
Yeah. We
No, yeah.
we didn't really know how to talk. We still don't really know perfectly how to talk, but we're getting better at it every episode. So
That's
And I think this was another late night episode, and those
yes.
like a late night. I think we started
Yes.
recording that one at like close to midnight,
Oof.
if I remember
Oof.
correctly.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, moving from there, we had a pretty memorable episode because this is another one I hosted to keep up with the trend. We did BuzzFeed quizzes, but this was an in-person
yes.
episode. We were all
Yes.
together,
Except for Jeremy,
And-
unfortunately.
except for Jeremy, unfortunately. Yes.
So okay, I actually really like this episode, especially looking back on it, and it's a really weird reason why. Okay,
Okay.
so
Mhm.
when we did our anime character quiz on this one, I came out to be Ichigo, from Bleach, and at that point I hadn't watched Bleach. I had like barely heard it. I knew of it, but like I didn't know much about it. All right, I have started Bleach. I'm 6 seasons in, and it is definitely already one of my favorite animes. And I have this to like attribute to it for putting it in my head.
Really?
Plus, Gabe and I going to where was it?
Barnes? Nope.
No, it was and we went out one night at Ball State in the winter.
Oh.
Some
Oh.
like a live music venue.
Oh, Be Here Now. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yes.
And they were playing Bleach, and I was like
Yes.
half watching it, and I was like,
Yes.
okay, I'm kind of intrigued. So
Yes.
I decided to put it on, and I've been watching it all summer. It's a
Yes.
long one, but this episode it's the roots of my love for
Mm.
Bleach, and for
Yes.
that reason, I really like it.
Wonderful. Okay.
That's
Interesting.
That's really interesting. I will have to kind of put my foot down here. I love this episode. I love recording
Yes.
it. I think the way I did that topic, though, I will say it was a little bit rushed on my end.
Yeah, fair.
The way I kind of structured it was a bit weird, and like it took a lot of time to do. But I think a lot of the banter we had is what really sealed this episode together. So I'd say I'd give it a B. if I have to be
Yes,
honest.
this is the episode with
Oh
Chip
my
break.
gosh.
This was Chip Break, and not only Chip Break, but guys, which I don't know if we ever explained on the podcast. Do we explain it?
No,
No,
we
we didn't.
never
did.
We didn't
No.
ever explain it.
I don't know if we should or not. This is a behind the scenes episode. I think we're allowed. It was an odds, right? That Jeremy and Dylan didn't know about. That we had to like start a fight during the episode and then get really, really angry at each other. And then was it part of it that one of us had to scream?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't. It just
Oh,
escalated
wait, no,
into
I
that.
wasn't a part of the vault, so I don't know why I was awesome.
And then Chip Break was also an odds where Gunnar had to introduce Chip Break, the new segment onto Reality with a Twist. So still one of my all-time favorite moments of Reality with a Twist. That was so
Yes,
funny.
It had a very highlightable moment. If it wasn't for that, I would probably be ranking my episode lower, but that in its also maybe put it at B.
I'm gonna say A for that one.
I'm gonna say A.
Okay.
I'm gonna say A. It was a really fun one, and I wasn't gonna bring local artists into any of these, but the namby pamby with peanut butter spread.
Oh,
Peanut butter spread was stuck in my head for like
Yep.
2 or 3 weeks straight after that.
Peanut butter spread.
I love that song.
They are talented, very talented.
And then Jeremy?
I wasn't gonna bring romance into this, but
You guys were looking extra fine that night. S tier.
Yeah, I don't really remember this one for some reason, but I do remember having a good time like taking the quiz.
Yeah.
I'd say
yeah.
B.
Okay. Fair.
Okay, so then I would say it's a rounded up A episode then.
I'd say
Nice.
Okay.
Love it.
Well, let me take a screenshot of this. Moving on from there, we have episode 10 right after this.
Yeah, so this was another one of my episodes. This was called Linguistic Lads.
Yes.
This is where we talked about the history of the English language.
Now we're learning again.
Going.
Mhm.
Yes, no. Honestly, looking back on this, and even kind of just during the episode, it didn't go as smoothly and as fun as I wanted it to be. I thought it was pretty dry. I was very quiz heavy with this one, which it can be fun, but I mean, I was really hammering in the quizzes, but that was also for the purpose of having a clear, defined winner by the end of it,
Yes.
and you still all tied.
Yes. Of
Um,
course.
So and then there was the odds transfer token, which
Oh,
I think
yes.
Gabe, you still have that, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And then we finished off that episode with Gunnar singing the Gaelic anthem, and
That is right.
that was a really
that was a rough one because I had no idea how the tune went.
I tried in post. I added the anthem in the back to try to help, but you know,
It, did not
It wasn't gonna
those
help
things.
me.
try to help the audience at least.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yes,
they've
yes.
hurt me more.
I laughed so hard for that. But
Oh my god.
anyways, with all of that in mind, I'm probably just gonna give this one a C. I thought it was pretty average.
I disagree. I think that one was very good. I like first of all, classic Reality with a Twist. It was great at teaching. Education was a very big part of it. I think it was very creative. The challenges, you try to inject some, because you said it was quiz heavy, but you try to inject some kind of entertaining thing to get us talking, to get us like fighting, bantering with the challenges. I still get pissed every single time I listen to that, and I was always the one that didn't get the challenges, and then I had the hardest challenge at the end. Like the first time I said it second. First time I said, "Oh, I'll do it second," and then you guys voted for the other person. And then the second time I said, "Oh, I'll do it first," and you guys voted for the other person, and I was so mad. But still very fun. It was a very fun aspect of the episode. So I'd say easy, safe B for me.
I'd say easy, safe B for me as well in that aspect.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
Alrighty, then
Okay.
that one is a solid B episode 10.
Hang on, Gabe, what was that reaction?
The bite was bigger than I expected.
The bro's having a tough time with this cookie.
Here's a cookie update. This is what I have left. Doesn't look
Bro,
like much, but it's too
easy
much.
clap.
It was too much 3 bites ago.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Well, moving on from that, we're actually not going to get into a normal episode. We're going to go to our first mini twist.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is Ben got engaged.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Forgot about that.
Without me?
The only thing I wrote about this one, because I didn't know who was writing about this one, I said this was our first mini twist. The concept was new to us. We didn't quite know what to do with it yet. We also did the Ben Airbnb rap on this one, where you gave me a beat and I had to rap the rap that you told us. That never mind. It was a bit. But
I don't remember that at all.
you don't remember? I said, "Oh man, because I was talking about how we were getting the Airbnb for Nashville, and we were all voting for.
I
one.
remember this part.
Yeah.
That was funny.
We were all voting for one, and then you rapped and convinced us to vote for the other one. And you're like, "Oh, sorry, my vocal cords are tired. Can you do that rap for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, just give me a beat." And I had to come up with a rap like off the cuff. Do you not remember that at all?
No.
This was back in March, Ben. This wasn't that long ago.
No, that was
I
funny.
really need to
I
go
enjoyed
back.
that.
But yeah, I think we didn't really know how to talk yet. I mean, we didn't know what to do with these episodes. They're half the length, only 2 of us. So it could have been a lot better. What did you fellas think?
To be honest, I forgot to listen.
Well, there you go.
Sorry. So I won't be voting in this one.
Fair enough. I'd say it's just a C episode for me because, yeah, to everyone's point, it's just...
See, it's
2
fair.
episodes.
Yeah, no, I remember I enjoyed this episode.
Okay,
I'd
good.
give this an A.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay, all right.
It was a good like palate cleanser, I'd say.
Okay.
Easy A.
I like. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I'm kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, probably just because I was a lot more worried about how it was going to sound, because I remember feeling like it just was so awkward and choppy, because like Gabe said, we didn't know what to do, and we were just kind of trying to have conversation.
Yeah.
That just kept ending in kind of awkward silences. I'm probably just gonna give it I'll give it a C.
So that means it kind of roughs out to like a C average, I guess.
That works for me.
Okay, well then that is our 3rd episode to go in the C tier right there.
Okay.
All right, let me save this. Okay, cool. Moving on from there, we have our next episode being season 2, episode 11. This is all your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Where I believe Jeremy went over Indiana stereotypes. Am I
Yes.
correct?
That I did enjoy that one. I don't know if I was like just talking too much. I don't know. I kind of just got your opinions on like those stereotypes. Be like, hey, are those like true or not? Like, what do you guys think? I remember it was pretty fun. I like listening to it, but what do you guys think? Was I talking too much during it?
No, you weren't talking too much. I think this the if there is an issue with this episode, the issue would be that it's only really like super entertaining to a Hoosier. Like, because it's like I'm imagining like if somebody was just like, let's talk about Colorado stereotypes. Denver is rich. And it's like, okay, but like it was very fun to record, and to like I think maybe geography nerds and Hoosiers and that kind of thing. It was a very fun episode.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think we had some really funny moments on that one.
Yes.
I think at points it got a little bit chaotic and derailed, but that's some of my favorite moments from Reality with a Twist. So I'm honestly gonna say A for that episode.
Wait, it was very funny, wasn't it? Oh my god, I just forgot. Jeremy, no.
Jeremy's back in the abyss.
No.
Oh no, he blew up. No, because that was the one that we slandered Evansville and Greenfield, right? With the elephant. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes.
The frying elephant in Evansville. I don't know. It was a funny one though. Yeah, I do remember that. I think
I don't remember this.
I think I'm gonna say high B, low A. So I'm just gonna say B.
Did Jeremy hurt himself doing a bit?
I hope not. I think he's dead.
And Grimace.
Grimace got him.
Wait, what are hold
Wait,
up,
I know what will get Jeremy's attention.
Okay. Oh, you did
There we
it!
go.
You did it! Yes!
Hello.
What I miss?
Ugh. Anyway.
Yes. So what you missed was in your little coma, I gave it a high B. So B.
Okay, I guess I will also give this one a B as well.
From
Much the same
from what I
reasons.
remember, it was a very funny episode. I think I was in a bad headspace this day. So yeah, really
Right.
hard for me to judge and like, I don't know, kind of figure out what I actually thought because I don't really remember much, and I'm guessing I was in a bad headspace and I was preoccupied with other thoughts.
Fair.
But I will say from what I remember, I would give this a B.
Very nice.
All right. Then I think that's settled then. I think we're all giving this one a unanimous B tier.
Yeah.
That's another B, 2 Bs in a row.
Not bad.
Okay.
Passing.
Alrighty, moving on from that, we have the next episode up. Season 2, episode 12.
Yes. Before we go to that, would you mind giving us an update on where the last episodes stand? Or
Right. So, currently right now in S tier we have episode 4 and episode 7. In
Okay.
A tier we have episode 5, episode 6, and episode 9. In
Okay.
B tier we have episode 3, episode 10, and episode 11. In C tier we have episode 1, episode 2, and the mini twist 1. And then in D tier we have episode 8.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
Nice.
Okay. So, season 2, episode 12, Eating Extinct Bananas. That was my attempt at a clickbait title. Did not work for those curious. This episode is one of a series of episodes that I seem to do just completely about food. Apparently, I love doing episodes about food. This episode is all
Next
about
up, crumble cookie.
Yes. I can't escape food on this damn podcast. But so it's all about the not so humble Cavendish banana variety and how it came to be at the very least America's favorite banana. We also talked about the Gros Michel and why it mostly went extinct. We also discussed some fun little banana varieties. This was also the one I made the promise to where if we got 1,000 views in the first month, I'd buy some Gros Michels from Miami. Not even close. I think it's still sitting at under 100. So
We got almost 10% there.
yeah, almost. Maybe next year, champ. But so I liked it. I liked the way it's just a classic reality with a twist. It's teaching, and it was a quiz. And I think in this one we didn't have a winner. We had a loser, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I
No,
remember that,
even
but I
think there
don't.
was a game.
I think there was.
We all kind of lost just eating the
Plantains. Oh my gosh, those were
Yeah, the plantains
Like, if
were
anything,
terrible.
yeah, we
It
were
was-
all losers.
yes, indescribably bad raw.
I will say I actually genuinely remember learning a lot in this episode that
Good.
I, for some reason,
Oh.
had conversations later about.
Good.
So I think all right. The plantains were horrible. Don't
Yes.
get me wrong,
Mhm.
but it was a very memorable moment for a reality with a twist, and I am actually going to give this episode a S tier.
Thank you very much.
All right, you know what?
Yeah, that's it.
F.
No, I was going to say the same thing actually, just because like everything about this episode and its nature was reality with a twist. It was taking a boring subject and making it interesting, and there's just like so many things about that episode that I remember, and I really enjoyed it. It reminiscing of like the juice incident where I had the same reaction. I learned about a thing, I sipped or ate it, and I immediately had an immediate body reaction.
And
I'm
Roger
so
doesn't
sorry,
like
Dylan.
it.
So sorry, I can't escape hurting you on this
But-
podcast for some reason.
Still, that being said, S tier.
Why,
S
thank
tier
you.
for me.
Well, I hate to break your heart, Gabe, but I like this episode.
Heart
Would
mended.
you also give
I'll
it an
give
S
this-
tier?
I'll give this a or S.
Okay, Ben.
I think I think I'm gonna give this episode. I think I'm gonna go with A.
Okay, well, that is a mix between A and S. Fortunately, there's a more predominant A, so this means this episode ends up at A, but I still think, in my opinion, it's an S tier episode.
Wait, did Gabe vote?
Oh, I
Put
never
it in
voted.
S tier, my
Oh,
brother.
what did you put it?
I don't want to toot my own horn and give it an A. I'm just gonna an S. I'm just gonna give it an A. It's fine.
Okay, then it still ends up at A no matter what.
Dylan, you control the thing. Just put it in there. No
yeah,
one's gonna be mad.
That's what I'm doing.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm playing by the rules. All right.
There are no rules. We're
Sorry, episode 13, which is our first video episode.
Yes.
It's about drawing.
Oh, that was fun.
Gunnar, you're the one that coordinated this, so go ahead.
Yeah, so we kind of did like a Pictionary little game on this, and it was fun, but it wasn't very reality with a twist because we really weren't learning much. So I'd say it was a good episode. Don't get me wrong. Like, some great images came out of it, and for a video episode, it was perfect for. I would say, however, not really what reality with a twist was. I'd give it a C.
Whoa.
I think I'll have to agree here a bit with
Dylan has
Mr.
no original ideas. He's been having to agree with everybody this entire.
Well, I wasn't going to say C. I was going to say D.
Oh, drama in RWAT town. Our
Finish my
Ratopolis.
sentence. But no, I have to agree with Gunnar in the sense that like it just was not like compared to like the bananas episode, it was not like that. And I know I've let other like charms get like me to boost the rank, but still like I'd still say it's a solid D in my opinion.
I like this episode a lot. I think it was because the funny thing is we didn't even. The only reason we recorded this one is because I bought a webcam just to have, and I started the Discord call with the webcam on, and then we were like, "Oh, are we recording this one?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So we recorded it, but it turned out to be the perfect one to start recording with because we did like a picture thing. So yeah, I think it was pretty good. I think it was Cookie. Sorry, I think it was. Well, I don't think it was education. Eat cookie.
Eat the cookie game.
Oh, I'll take a little.
No, you can finish that. You can finish that in one bite.
Done.
Let me talk. This cookie's making me forget what I was saying. So it's not educational, but a lot of our favorite episodes of this season have not been educational. The boys get creative. The only thing we learned was that we're good at writing stories sometimes. Like episode 7, the only thing we learned was that we're good at writing scripts and it's fun to perform them sometimes. I don't think educational in this instance really is that. I give it a B.
I was honestly going to give this one an A, because as we said, I mean, in the episode, this was, at least for most of us, this was our first summer break episode,
Yes.
and we were just like, you know what, we just got home, we're ready to start the summer. It doesn't matter, let's just do something fun. And something I've started to think about a little bit is I don't think it always matters if the main topic is educational. I think it should be most of the time, but if you think about it, all of our segments in one way or another are educational. So
Fair.
if we do happen to do something that's not, then that'll make up for it. So
Yeah.
I say A. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, if it's fun to record, if it's fun to listen to, give it an A. Because like one of my favorite episodes to this day is Among Gunner. That one's like still one of my favorites.
Well-
What I learned? Nothing. I just liked the Spyfall.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well,
Fair.
I know that I had gave this one a low B, but obviously it seems like there's a much more positive reinforcement here, so I'll go ahead and put this one up in the B tier in terms of ranking.
Yeah.
That's cool with everybody else.
Yeah, fine with me.
Alrighty, let me get a screenshot of this, and moving on, we have episode 14, which was one that I had hosted, I believe. And it was the championship world
Wonderful.
old time wrestling
Wonderful
episode.
Wonderful.
I really enjoyed hosting this
Yes.
episode. And I tried to make it be reminiscent of the show by talking about old wrestling, like very, very old, that no one would care about compared to what we have in New Day professional wrestling. And I think I had a lot of, like, I just really enjoyed doing this. I feel like it was a good day for recording for me. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but I had
Yeah.
a great time all around.
I agree.
I
This was
enjoyed
a
it.
fun one. I learned a lot of stuff that I did not know before. Got to see into that world wrestling realm.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did this one have a punishment or a winner?
It did.
Punishment.
Ben still has to fulfill it once we go to Nashville.
Yes.
What
Along
does
with
he have to do
orientation.
again?
Has to wear around a championship belt around his shoulder, waist,
Yep.
however he likes. For a
What
whole
if he
day.
does this with the Ben shirt?
I was
That's
just
what I was
thinking
thinking.
that.
That's what I was
just
thinking
that.
too.
We have a target on our back. We're gonna get shot if we're at the right place at the right time with that stuff. But whatever. It'd be so funny.
But yeah, I honestly, I'm not gonna toot my own horn here, but I think I'll also give this episode an A.
I think this is about as raw and pure a reality with a twist episode can be. This is like the quintessential reality with a twist episode. It was educational, it was funny, it was just like it displayed your personality, it displayed our personality. It was a lot of good banter in this one. This was a wonderful episode. I'm gonna say high A or S.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say S. Say S.
Oh wow.
I remember this trivia being really, really fun.
Yes.
Because nobody would know the answers to
Yeah.
this stuff except Dylan. So it was literally a shot in the dark for all of us.
No,
And it was chance. It was absolute chance.
Basically, an actual question on this episode is like, okay, guys, what is this wrestling organization called? ABC, DEF, QQQ, or YZ1? And then we'd be like, ABC.
YZ1.
Wrong.
You're wrong.
Dumbass.
Get in the ring. Get in the ring.
Oh my gosh. But because of that, like, it made it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have no hesitation giving it a S tier.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll
And
give it an
finish
S.
the cookies.
I finished them.
Finally.
Oh, Gabe, how do you feel?
Not good. It took me, according to OBS, it took me an hour and 19 minutes to finish. Now, the first one took me 20 minutes. So that other one took me an hour.
Oh my god.
That was
And-
awful.
Anyway, Jeremy, what do you rank this episode so we can keep it moving
Yeah.
here?
A or S.
Okay.
You know
well,
what? We'll split the difference. D.
Yes!
No, well,
he said, let's compromise.
I think due to the overwhelming positivity of this episode, I guess I will go ahead and put it up at S tier then.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
go in.
that is fair. However, unfortunately for you, Dylan, I've changed my mind. I'm out.
But how do you not support my idea for can cleaners?
What is that shark's name? What's her name? The one that always leaves first.
I don't know. I don't watch
Oh
the
my
show
God.
anyway.
Oh,
I was
Lori?
about to say a
I
really
don't-
bad joke, but I'm not gonna say it.
What?
Anyway,
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
moving on.
Jeremy,
we have
no.
we have our next mini twist episode, solely hosted by Gunnar,
Yep.
called "Computers Love Us." Gunnar.
Oh yeah, it was really just like a free for all episode. I just kind of talked about everything. I went into AI and just had it write a bunch of fake reviews for Reality with a Twist.
Mhm.
Yeah, read them off, and then I talked about some wine. Gave our pharmacy fact, of course. Yeah, just kind of gave an update on where everybody was, why we were by ourselves this week, and
Yeah.
it was
Very-
just me. It was just me talking.
Very
F.
chill. Yeah, F. No.
I
Yeah,
like Gunnar.
No,
Something.
Jerry.
Jeremy.
no. I'd say in all seriousness, like obviously doing a one-person episode takes balls and guts.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one of those, and it ain't guts.
But no, I think for what you did, it was very, very solid.
Yeah.
And I think if I had to put this in, where it'd be a high C or a B.
Oh, I love
Good
to see-
episode. C.
I mean, it's a one-person episode.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
the
it
thing.
not-
Okay, so the thing about this episode is that most podcasts are one or two people. I think most people asking to start a podcast with 5 voices talking over each other would be like, "That's insane. We're not doing it." So like this was a normal podcast. Like we act like it was like some mini thing, some like solo thing. But this was a normal podcast. I think it was really good. I think easy B.
Something that I learned in this episode is Gunnar has a very soothing podcast voice.
Yes.
Because oftentimes when we're all talking over each other, it gets a little frantic. But when I was listening to that episode, it was for some reason really relaxing.
Yes.
So I definitely enjoyed it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say A.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Thank you, Ben. However, I don't
course.
care. No, I'm just teasing.
F.
I actually was gonna give it a C. It's just it was. I mean, I don't know if the quality was really bad. Not really up for me to judge that, but it's just it didn't feel right recording it by myself. So,
Fair.
Yeah. It was just Gunnar with a twist.
Gunnar with
I-
the twist.
I think if you as a listener are sensitive to a lot of noise, if you're feeling overwhelmed by all of our voices talking over each other, definitely go check it out. It is a relaxing episode to listen to. If you have a headache, maybe if you're currently having a headache, leave this episode and go listen to that one, and then come back to this episode and finish it out.
Or
I
just
think
get
I
off the
think-
computer or your phone.
No, don't do that. Still consume reality with the twist content.
I mean, fair enough. Yes. fair
Yeah,
enough.
but go over to that one and then come back.
Alrighty,
Okay.
well, I 2 other people gotta like make their say here, right?
Who would that be? I said B.
I haven't seen the episode yet.
Oh.
So, okay, I guess we'll put it at B then.
I kid you not. The next couple of episodes, I can't really say anything on because I just haven't had any time to listen to them.
Alright, well then that one's going up B, the Mini Twist 2 episode.
Not bad.
Alrighty, next up on the agenda here, we have episode 15,
Yeah.
Improving Ourselves.
Yes.
Jeremy
Oh,
was
boy.
absent for this episode, unfortunately,
Fortunately.
but we did improv in this
Yeah.
episode. Ben, talk about it.
Man, this episode, I gotta say, it was an absolute clown show. I was no, I was.
Listen to this one now.
It was to date, it was the most hectic, most chaotic Reality with a Twist episode ever, and that was not my intention whatsoever. I thought it was going to be pretty educational, honestly. I thought I had some good talking points and I had some structure to it. But then once you guys started acting your roles, it was over. Because you guys did a very good job of playing your roles. I envisioned it being different, but it was very fun. I was crying laughing. If you go back to the video episode, you can probably actually see tears in my eyes.
Oh my god.
And then this was also the episode where we got a feature from Ashley from the Waffle House in
Oh my
uh,
Oh
god.
my, Ashley,
the
you were
redacted
alive.
location.
Oh my god.
Reality with a twist.
Yes.
So that was very funny, but just compared to what I thought this episode was going to be, I'm going to give this a C or a D.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
I even though I haven't listened to it, I already have to disagree with you, Ben, because you're
Yeah.
a dumb poopy head
Yep.
to your own creation.
My
Come on,
reasoning
man.
exactly.
If it sounded fun, it sounds like a lot of fun. I'm gonna go listen to it right after this.
Yes. It was a lot of
Yeah, I can't really say anything, but I'd say just the description alone, A.
Oh, wow! I think it was great. I think we did it wrong. I don't think you wanted us to start acting our roles right then and there. I think is that right? Were we
Yeah,
not-
so
yeah.
I just probably didn't word it well because I wanted you guys, because I had like questions that I was going to address to you guys specifically for
Yeah.
you, so you guys to open up and play your role as you answered, but you guys just went like full speed ahead straight into every single thing I said.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was great. Because I know, listening back to the episode, I realized that I was the only one that got to showcase what mine was. You're like, hey Gabe, what do you think of that? And we just like went straight in, like we were done with that. We just never revisited that again. And like, was there educational stuff that you didn't get to say because we were acting a fool, or did you get through all
I
of
think
it?
so.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I actually hit all the points.
That's so funny. Oh
That's
my
really
god.
funny.
Ugh. But I think it was a great episode. I think it was hilarious and it was super fun to do. Let's say B. Say B for that one.
B. Okay. I think I would also have to say B for that one.
Yes.
I will agree. B.
B for Ben? Whoa,
Wow.
that was weird.
Then I think with that being said, though, the episode ends up in B tier.
That was kind of scary.
Yeah, we were a bit connected there for a second.
Alrighty, moving on.
On the same wavelength.
Just to keep this train moving, we have Mini Twist episode 3. It was me and Jeremy,
Yes.
and we talked about some high school memories, like especially our clowning days and whatnot. Jeremy, what do you think about that?
Oh yeah, this one was pretty fun. I feel like if we cut out some of the banter at the beginning, I think it would have been a lot better.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I felt like just the intro leading into the high school stuff was a little long. Other than that, I thought it was pretty good. It's average.
Fair enough. I would say it's pretty average as well. I think, in my opinion, with the episode, I mean, I think we did as best as we could, but I think for me, I'd probably give it a C.
From
I mean, I'd probably go a little higher, like probably B.
from a listener's perspective, I thought it was pretty fun. I listened to it at work. Like I listen to all my podcasts. I listened to it at work, and it was fun. Hearing the odds to Ben was very funny.
Oh yeah, Ben, did you?
Oh, yeah,
when did
that's
you
right.
find out that was a prank call?
Well, I was pretty suspicious when I got the call because I knew you guys were recording. I knew it was towards the end, and I was like, but
It was so
no, it
funny.
was very funny. I enjoyed that one, and obviously with mini twist episodes, it's not gonna have the same structure and maybe not the same quality as like a full reality with the twist episode. But given that it's a mini twist episode, I'm gonna say an A for it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, in terms of mini twist episodes, I'm gonna give it A. A sounds good to me.
All right. Was that everyone's vote there?
I didn't vote, but I'm not going to because I didn't listen.
Fair enough. Then the majority is there, though. I think that means that a mini twist episode does end up in A. Alrighty, now we're down to our last thing. Episode 16, Romanticizing Robes.
This, I don't know who's talking about this one. Is it?
I mean, it was Jeremy supposed to host this episode, but he was unavailable for it, so
Yes.
this one kind of went without a host.
Yeah. So on this one, I asked the fellas to write down some topics that we could discuss in an effort to get better at just kind of shooting the shit. I guess get better at banter, get better at just conversing with each other.
Spitballing.
Banter was really good in
Spitballing.
this one.
Yeah, and I think we honestly nailed it for so far in reality. I think we could have been better, but like in our history, this was the best we've ever done at that.
Oh yeah.
This
I'd say like just from what the little bit I did hear, this was actually one that I did listen to. This one was an S tier. I really enjoyed the banter with the cyber chase one. Oh my gosh, that was so goofy.
Scooby, I'd like to dedicate this to 9/11.
Like Scoob, I think.
So freaking good.
That's why that was the easiest.
So, and then like the robe thing that I didn't write that down. Not to toot my own horn, but I was happy that I was able to like pull that. I think it was fun. I think we talked about a lot of what we wanted to. I think it was a really good way to catch up with us, and I really loved the episode.
I had a lot of fun recording this one, just because it was so random.
Yes. Had some good discussions on it too.
Yeah, that one was a very funny one. The robe bit was funny. The cyber chase bit was funny. Wasn't there some other stuff that was kind of crazy?
We talked about
the tire. We talked about the NASCAR tire.
Yes.
Or the Indy 500 tire. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna completely take away the fact that we were all so tired, because I was honestly having trouble staying awake and keeping my
I was
eyes
yawning
open.
near the end.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and then
So-
obviously I can't also go without mentioning the jail thing.
Jail.
Oh yeah.
See the difference between a prison and a jail.
Oh my god. Also, this was not Indy 500. This was the guy that shot himself in the leg because he thought an intruder came in.
Oh,
that one.
Yes. But yeah,
That one,
the jail, that is one of my favorite freaking sound bites. See, guys, the difference is...
honestly, with that joke alone, I was going to originally say B, but I'm going to put that one at A.
Yeah,
just for the sake of that joke
I'm going
alone.
to say A as well.
Genuinely, I think this is one of my favorite episodes. I'm going to say S. I think we were all at
Wow.
A game this time. Or I guess S game this time. I'm going to say S.
I'm in the same boat. I think there were so many good bits in this episode, and I'm gonna say S.
Well, and that propels that all the way up to an S tier episode then. To rep.
Dylan said it's S tier. All right.
Because 3 people
Dylan
gave it an
speaks.
S.
Yeah, but everybody except for 3 people gave my episode 12 an S, and you said, sorry, it's just the way the rules are. It's got to go into A.
This isn't.
What the
This isn't an
poop?
actual tier list. This is just Dylan's tier list.
You know what? Shut up! I want to hear it from you guys! I want to hear it! I was going to have this end bit of the episode where we go through all the things and see if we want to change anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know, Dylan. Do you? Do you want to change anything?
No, he said for Oh my gosh.
Anyway, to recap the whole
Yes,
list,
yes.
and all of us gave our opinions on where everything is now. Jesus. So we are at, in the S tier we have episode 4, episode 7, episode 14, and episode 16.
Nice.
And A tier we have episode 5, episode 6, episode 9, episode 12, and Mini Twist 3. In B tier we have episode 3, episode 10, episode 11, episode 13, and Mini Twist 2, and episode 15. In C tier we have episode 1, episode 2, and Mini Twist 1. And then in D tier, episode 8.
Okay, no
Obviously, I
F
think
tiers.
no F tiers, no, like last time.
It's because there was no F tier.
Fair.
I will admit that the episode 12 ranking was definitely a mess up, so I think I am going to boost that one back up to S, so apologies there.
Thank you.
Anything else we want to change from that?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Think. What were the ones in D again?
Episode 8.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Which one was
I'm
that?
okay with that one being it.
The even more ultimate challenge.
Oh, yep.
So I think it's kind of a bell curve with B being at the top of the bell curve. It has the most. Goes.
Mhm.
I think that's okay. Yeah, I think this season's
so.
been around a B season. Yeah.
Well then, there we go. Here is our final tier list for everything, and that is the end of the tier list section. I will admit, boys, I know we have some segments, but we're an hour and 35 minutes to the recording. So, do we want to keep going with that, or?
I am prepared. I told Ben before we started, I'm prepared for this to go creep up to around 2 hours because these are always our longest episodes. So I was pretty ready for that. So if you guys are okay with it, I'm okay.
I know I got some things I need to get back to here relatively soon, but if you guys want to keep toughing it out, then I'll bite the bullet there.
I can go as quick as I can. Our weird news is very quick today.
Okay.
I can make my pharmacy.
I don't have a
Direct back
Roblox
real
game this
quick.
week, so
Okay, there you go.
nothing there.
All right, weird
Jeremy,
news.
Jeremy,
no,
no.
To comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act, Jeremy, alt text, he was in a room that went black and is about to go white. Hey, just a quick heads up, this next weird news story shows a dead animal and is about a dead animal, so if you are sensitive to that kind of thing or are just not in the headspace to view or hear about that, skip to 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 45 seconds to skip it. Okay, for our weird news today, it's a local weird news. You guys will love this one. The The title is Dead Octopus Found on Toilet in Columbus Park. So if that doesn't explain it, Columbus, Indiana. A dead octopus was found at a park bathroom in Columbus last week. The Columbus Parks and Recreation Department says the octopus was found by members of the Mill Race Park staff when they went into the bathroom to give it their first cleaning of the day. It was dead when the staff members got there, but the department does not know how it got there. And you guys want to see this unfortunate soul?
Sure.
Yeah, go over to Penis Channel. Sorry, folks that are watching. Okay, I found the picture. Guys, go ahead and take a look at that one. That is the exact picture.
That is a dead squid. Yeah.
Yep. It is a octopus in a toilet.
My bad.
That's it. That's the entire.
That is the whole entire thing.
The entire story.
Nothing more to
Why
take
does it
away.
look like something from the back rooms?
Seriously,
It kind of does. Yeah.
But Columbus is a beautiful town, and it guess can't escape a little bit of weirdness.
We cannot.
Short and sweet today, fellas. That's all we had.
Amazing. Well, then, Connor, moving on to the pharmacy drug fact.
All right. Well, in Indiana, medical marijuana is very much allowed, and there are even a few drugs in the pharmacy that contain it, including dronabinol. So let me pull it up real quick. All right. So dronabinol is also known under the trade names Marinol, Syndros, Reduvo, and Adversa. Is a delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol in the pharmaceutical context, and then it's generally for like appetite, sleep apnea, and it's even approved by the FDA to help with like HIV/AIDS, anorexia, and nausea and vomiting from chemo.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love some Delta 9.
It's some pretty nice stuff. We love that Delta 9.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving on.
I do have a legal fact, and I'll just power through this one really quick. So this one is going to be related to road rage. There's actually a law in the Indiana Code against aggressive driving. And aggressive driving is going to be 3 out of these 9 things, and I'll just say them really quick. Following a vehicle too closely, unsafe operation of a vehicle, overtaking another vehicle on the right by driving off the roadway, unsafe stopping or slowing, unnecessary sounding of the horn, failure to yield in violation of Indiana Code, failure to obey a traffic control device, driving at an unsafe speed, and repeatedly flashing the vehicle's headlights. So if you're doing 3 out of those things at the same time, that is actually, you're going to jail.
Wow.
No, you're probably not
I'm
going to go to
glad none
jail,
of
but
that-
it is
Bad.
illegal.
Frowned upon.
I'm glad none of that includes my flashing of the Second Amendment right at 10.
I was going to say, I'm glad none of that involves going 75 and a 25 school speed limits.
But if you flash your lights excessively, then
That's it.
I don't
It's
know what to tell you.
But anyway,
You
thank
better
you,
just
Ben.
not be flashing.
Thank you, Ben, for
Yes.
that legal fact.
Yes.
Jeremy, do you have anything for us?
Nope.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
Then we're going straight into the local artist.
Yes, local artist. This week we have a treat. We have an absolute treat for you guys, as we do every week. So our local artist on our very final episode of season 2 is none other than the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, otherwise known as the BMV. If you want to find them on Spotify, you have to type in the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. The name should give it away, but they're based in Indiana. Indiana is one of the only states, if not the only state, where it is the BMV instead of the DMV. And a quick fun fact is on the first episode of Parks and Rec, which is so-called, like, supposedly takes place in Indiana, they call it the DMV, so it immediately, like, kind of invalidated that. But anyway, they are based in Bloomington, Indiana. They are a Midwest emo pop punk band with, I think, some extremely professional but super fun and funny songs. The song we're sharing today is called Screw Sports, I'm a Magician, and they were kind enough to share the story behind the song, and here it is. So this is, quote, "This was the first or second song we had written after deciding to change our style up a little bit from the first album. For the first album, a lot of our limitations were based on lack of skills in both writing, performing, and production. And so now that we've grown as musicians and we wanted to branch out musically to show off some of that growth, we made the whole song in Shane's, their guitarist's bedroom, including the tracking and production stuff. So it was really a neat learning experience to be doing everything ourselves. So are you guys ready to hear Screw Sports, I'm a Magician by the Bureau of
Let's do
Motor
it.
Vehicles? Okay.
Oh,
3,
yeah.
2, 1.
I've stared at the ceiling far too long. I wish I could find out what's wrong with me. There's more in this life, I know. It's not just one big plateau, you're right. I think I wrote this song with you in mind, but you'll just listen once or twice, and that's fine. That's fine. Life would be better if things didn't go this way. When will tomorrow come? 'Cause I'm already tired of today.
All right. That was Screw Sports, I'm a Magician by the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. What did we think, fellas?
It was good.
Very,
liked
very
it.
good. Yes.
I love that one.
Oh.
That really gave off some early 2000s vibes for me.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Loved the vocals. If I had to pick out one thing, first of all, very good for the genre, and also very just clear. They sounded great. I don't know if it was the mic or what, but it sounded great for that song. The production was great, super catchy. Let's Play Bart and Homer, which is another one of theirs, also super catchy one. You guys should check out if you guys check them out. But I'm proud to have them as our season finale local artist of the week.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Midwest emo, so
Yes,
that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
It's going in the personal playlist. Well,
Heck yeah.
with that being said, I would typically say it's time for the worst part of the show, which is what are the odds? And are we still wanting to do this one for the season finale, knowing that there might be a gap here, or
Yeah, I think we should.
okay?
And then, sorry, but Ben, are you wanting to wait for your new segment for next season?
Yeah, we'll put it off another episode.
Okay, cool.
It'll be good to start a new season with it.
Yes.
Agreed.
All right, who wants to start us off?
I got one.
Okay.
Okay.
Ben.
Yes.
Okay, what are the odds that next time you're in like a public bathroom, you're in the stall, taking a poopy or whatever, I don't care. You could just pretend. I want you to play the Clash of Clans like opening music as loud as possible, and then be like, "You guys want to join my alliance?" And there's got to be other people there.
That's pretty funny. I'll just say 10 on that one.
Alrighty, I'll count you guys down. 3, 2, 1.
5.
6. Ooh. Okay, well, I'll ask the next one. Dylan,
Yep.
who was the teacher that we were talking about on a previous episode? Was it the math teacher?
Mr.
Yeah, Mr.
Can't say the name.
I'm gonna
Well, it's
censor
gonna
that
get
out.
bleeped.
What are the odds that you send him that photo of the squid or the octopus in the toilet,
5.
and you just say reality with a twist?
150. I'm not doing that.
Okay. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
104.
17. Oh.
38.
All right.
Okay, Gabe,
Yeah.
I have. All right. What are the odds you call a number that I give you? The person on the other side of the phone is aware that they may be receiving a call from Reality with a Twist.
Okay.
Yep.
They're aware of
What are
it.
the odds
Okay.
you just give them a call and say hi?
2.
Okay.
So no matter what, they're getting a call. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
1.
1.
All right.
Ah.
All
All
right,
right,
what
let
is
me
it?
pull it up real quick.
I don't know who this is.
Alright.
While we're waiting
Um,
for this, Ben. I always ask Ben. Ben, what are the odds that you go into your followers list, count down 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, click on them, DM them, and say, have you ever heard of my new podcast, Reality with a Twist? I see that you follow me. I think you'd really like it.
And I can't look. I'm assuming.
If they don't answer in 10 minutes, you have to send them the exact same message again.
It's so bad. 15.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'll count you guys down. 3, 2, 1.
3.
7.
Nope.
Dang it.
That's so funny.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna
I'll
see
give
who
the
that
lats.
would have been.
Yeah, I
I'll
want
give
to.
the lats
Yeah.
odds. So, Jeremy.
Yep.
What are the odds that right now you have to take both of your socks off and perform a puppet show right now?
Send us off on a good note, man.
Oh, we'll make that 5.
Oof.
Okay.
Okay.
No. You know what? 2.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
2.
1.
Okay. How about I call first, and then you go ahead and do that to send us off for season 2. Does that sound good?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I can't find this conversation for some reason. I'm so sorry.
Well, by the way, the my 10th follower is my coworker from school.
Cool. Well,
That
guys,
would've
do you
been
just
so
want
bad.
to have the phone recording be something that plays after the puppet show, post recording, or?
Yeah, because I might have to get going soon.
Yeah. Okay. I'll edit it in right now. Okay. Now.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Go ahead and end us out with that.
Alrighty. I
Puppet
present
show.
to you an ode to unsavoriness.
Oh. Oh.
Well, hi there.
Hi.
My name is Sako. And I'm your best friend. Hi there, Sako. Well, hi there, Lorraine. How's it going? Why, you see, Sako, my child, is sick with the flu. Well, Lorraine, how is your child ever going to recover and go back to school and learn the Pythagorean theorem? I don't know, Sako. Maybe it's time I move to Chicago. That's a good idea, Lorraine.
Oh, rated R. Yes, wonderful.
I'm taking these gross things off.
Okay. Is that it for today's or I guess this season's episode?
I think that's gonna
Yeah,
do
I
it.
think so.
Yeah,
Hey,
all
I
right.
think so.
I apologize. It'll have to be next episode. We do your thing, Gabe.
Okay,
Ah,
that works with
okay.
me. I'll just have
Okay.
to write it down somewhere.
Yep.
Okay, so speaking of, we don't know. I don't think we have. We're going to talk very soon about when season 3 is going to start. Max a couple of weeks, in my opinion. I don't know.
Who
But
knows?
follow us at RWAT Pod on Instagram. Our YouTube is Reality with a Twist. If you want to see the video version of these episodes, if you're on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you're on, send us an email at realitywithatwist@gmail.com. We will get back to you. And to end us out, on our last episode, you guys might recall that we shouted out all of our followers that had followed us from that reel, but I forgot one, maybe more than one, but one that I've contacted and one that I've talked to. And as a solace, as a consolation, I said, hey, you can tell us whatever message you want to say, whatever you want to say to the world, and we will say it on the episode. So the @ is @Constiwansti, the O's being zeros, and the message is, and I quote, can I get a drum roll for this one, please? Ben likes men. And
Bet he
that's it.
does.
No way.
That is exactly what this gentleman.
You could have said anything you wanted to. You could have sent a positive message. You said 3 words.
Ben likes. I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. So I think that is a wonderful place
What
to end
an
out.
amazing way to send off
Yes.
the season 2 finale of
Yes.
Reality with a Twist. Well,
Okay.
with that being said, listeners, we'll see you all the next season. And I've been Dylan.
I've been Ben.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Gabriel.
I'm Gunner.
And we'll see you all in the next season.
Bye.